In Pakistan, you cannot get very far unless you have education.
I think that education is important for Pakistani communities is because, because when you develop a nation, it's important to have highly educated intellectual people in good positions so that what they learn can then permeate down to all levels of society in order to bring society collectively up to a higher level.
The most important thing for a country is to have an educated youth.
Education is a solution for poverty and for religious differences. I think it could fix a lot of things.
I mean, I think that's the whole point of education, is to open minds, to broaden horizons.
If you can get yourself education, you can get any place wherever you want it to be.
In Pakistan, we still have the tribal system in areas, especially the areas which are not as educated and as forward as compared to others. In rural areas, in northern part of the country. Because
that's the other thing, is education isn't very available. It's not a right that people have in Pakistan. The government just cannot open a school in remote areas. It's very hard for them to hire teachers, and it's just very inaccessible.
Up north it's harder because it's pretty dangerous up there, and it's really harder for education to get up there.
I mean, you have to understand it's a part of the world that hasn't been exposed to the rest. I mean, it's very isolated areas, and girls generally are the ones that actually work in the home, and they are the ones that generally stay in the home, and because raising children, I mean, it's just it's hard for women to actually go outside that.
There are 10 people in a family, and so large families, and they need to support each other, so they need more hands.
In the rural areas, it's difficult for families to go without help. I mean, they don't have the amenities that we have. Traditional families have a hard time sending their daughters, or even just their children in general, because who's going to watch the goats? Who's going to watch the sheep? Who's going to, it's very hard for them to prioritize. I think what Greg Mortensen has done is he's realized the importance of especially girls' education.
He actually, didn't care what other people thought. He was like, I'm going to go up there. Yes, it's dangerous, but, I need to do it because it's just the right thing to do. And there's people, these kids don't have schools and they're studying, in the mountains,
I think for this individual especially for his pursuit to educate women, I think is highly regarded, and especially in those areas where women just don't get the equal rights they deserve.
The three things I think that really point to the need and the importance of education among girls and women in particular is that, one, the standard of living increases a lot. It's a significant increase. There is a drop in infant mortality rate. There is a decrease in the population explosion, whereas girls that would normally have 8 to 10 children will, when they're educated, they tend to drop that number down significantly to 2 to 4. Basically, it also helps to improve further generations. When a woman is educated, she's more likely to make sure that her children are educated as well.
Because education is the key for all other aspects, all the problems which we are seeing right now.
I hope and pray that those schools survive because of the violence in the area. You have people dying in that area because of missiles or bombs and fighting. And when somebody drops a bomb, no matter how strategic it is and how surgical it is, there's a lot of collateral damage. That damage is to human lives and to property and to ecology. So I hope that those schools stay intact. If those children receive proper education, it will improve the economic standard, it will improve the social conditions, it will improve the health conditions, and hopefully, if they receive the right type of education, hopefully it will contribute to peace.